just gonna keep it to myself.
Push it to the limit. Oh, I got the worst of 3.
Yeah, I remember when you were on, we were on Bond, but then I tried to get you to play Call of Duty back then and play Black Ops 2, and you were being a bitch on Black Ops 2, man. I was trying to get you the diamond camo, and I wanted you to be a prestige master like me, and you didn't want to have nothing to do with it.
I was kidding on Black Ops 2.
You didn't want to have nothing to do with it, man.
Black Ops 2 was probably funner than this one.
Yeah, back in its day, yeah, Black Ops 3 was fucking badass. I love that game. I mean, Black Ops 2. I got Black Ops 3 and I played it. Remember, I think I bought it in San Diego.
Yeah.
My son has that game and I told him I don't like it. It sucked. The zombies on that wasn't my style. The zombies on Advanced Warfare, that was my favorite.
Modern Warfare.
Advanced Warfare, man. Do you know who was in that game? It played the characters? Okay, I'm gonna do this right now. What's the guy's name that was in Pulp Fiction?
Eric Dos Santos.
No, the black guy that was gonna be underneath in the basement. Remember in Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
Remember when they get kidnapped, him and Bruce Willis, and Bruce Willis saves his life? You don't remember that part?
Yeah.
Okay, Bruce Willis saves his life, and he owed him something, and he let him go because he saved his life, and that guy was gonna be. Yeah. They were gonna put him in the box with the gag in his mouth, and they were just gonna shut the door on him. Okay. So to make a long story short, that actor is in this very game. So the famous actors have invaded the video games because they know how cool they are. So that's all I gotta say, man. You tell all those stars that get out of gaming because they don't even game. They just make money being in the game. But you didn't hear that from me because I ain't one to gossip. Okay, you know who Bill Paxton is?
Yeah, he used to be on the
He was in Aliens 2, right. Right, he was in the Celtics. He was number 18. All right. Do you remember Sigourney Weaver? She co-starred with them on Aliens 2. She was also an Avatar. Okay, have you ever heard of a guy, a little known name as one John Malkovich?
Yep.
Okay, he was on Zombies, Advanced Warfare. So he played his part.
He was born Kenny.
No, actually he wasn't.
No.
Okay, you remember Rose McGowan?
Yeah, from Titanic.
No, from that one movie where she has the AK as the leg. What's it called?
She has the AK for a leg.
Remember that one?
No.
You don't remember that movie that came out? Or Kurt Russell? Kurt Russell was the Crazy Driver?
Big Trouble in Little China.
No, Kurt Russell and Rose McGowan were in a movie. It was a 2-movie combo with Quentin Tarantino. You don't remember?
Oh, I do remember. That was
the zombie one?
Dusk Till Dawn.
No, the zombie one or something.
Yeah, the zombie one from Dusk Till Dawn.
No, dude, it was a second movie. It was a double feature. Let's just put it that way. Okay, it was a double feature, and the movie that was the first one was way better. I can't remember that movie.
Me neither. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just can't. That's fine.
You're not gonna come to my zombie stream, babe?
I just tried to go to your stream. You weren't on.
Oh, I'm on now, I think. Almost tripped though.
I'll be on Call of Duty in a minute. Bang, bang. Up high. It's not extra points this weekend?
No. You missed it, man. You weren't hardcore that week.
Bullshit. That is bull. That's to be some cheats I can figure out.
Dude, listen to my advice, man. I'm trying to coach you into this shit, man. You don't remember how everyone got all good at video games all of a sudden when I started coaching the team?
Nope.
You don't remember that. You don't remember being on the best team in the game for a while. You don't remember that.
Nope.
Oh man. You know what? You weren't even that hardcore on Bond though. Like you're not up there with the elite. Like I'm sorry, you weren't on the first page of the leaderboards on Bond. Rick Vice is #1 now on XP. #1. Point Blank NY, he was TNT. I was coaching Point Blank NY for like a week. You don't remember that? Okay, let's see what else do you remember?
Dream that you
I'll cover you next time.
I'm far behind me.
So anyways, to make a long story short, man, you're really pissing me off with your lack of enthusiasm here, buddy. Like,
I told you I'm not your little.
like I know you're not on, you know, under my control, and you know you're not gonna take my advice to become a better gamer. You know, you don't want to be in that kind of. You know what, dude? You know how much effort and time you would have to go back 10 years to get like all the kills. Dude, we're talking well over 1 million kills. No, that's nowhere near the ballpark. 40,000 in Destiny 2. That's actually pretty good. I had 90,000 in 007, and I have 190,000 in Destiny 1. And I used to play what's it called, the raid. So I have like 400,000 in PvE. But that's not what I'm talking about though. I'm talking about Call of Duty, man. That game is what is, you know, determines whether or not you become a global superstar. You know they have like real like Call of Duty tournaments where people win like $1 million and shit. I watched it on YouTube. They get like super crazy with like the other games, like Search and Destroy or whatever it's called. Street Fighter 5 tournament, grand prize is like 200 million or 200,000 or some shit. So we already proved that we could beat people at video games like in an underground hub, right? Like illegal deathmatch or something. You're telling me we can't do it on CNN, like on the news or something? Like I won a gaming tournament, so I'm actually have some experience. I don't know.
Right.
Just the fact that everyone lets these little nerds like to act like they're so good, and they're just regular players, just like anyone else, but they have their little cheats and they have their little things that they don't want exposed, like, you know, like those little cheats that make you have like perfect aim. I don't know if that's what kind of person would do that. Like cheat and shit. Like, if people found out that I was a cheater after all these years of playing all the games and shit and accumulating all the kills, and it turned out that I was using some kind of cheating device, I would be disgraced from PlayStation forever, and I would have had to go buy an Xbox. Dude, I've had pretty high status in Call of Duty, by the way. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but there was a little game called Call of Duty Ghosts, and I rose to power on that game, and I was number 11th in the world for a moment on Extinction. So, and number 1 in the world is actually on my team after it was all over with. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But yet again, I failed to capitalize on it. So I could have did something, but no. That's how you get it. That's how this thing all works. Is that if you have like number 1, you know, player in Destiny, then you're gonna have people coming to your stream. Like, that's how I discovered Crafty. It's because he was playing, and he was whatever you fucking call it. Went on the stream, see who was good. Alright, who's number 1 in the world right now on the leaderboards? Check the leaderboards. Someone named Real Crafty. But it comes to find out that some of these people that have all these scores and shit, that they're not playing the whole game by themselves. They have like a person, they have like a 4-player like clan that trades off like the controller between everyone's like schedules of like work and shit. So like if me and you like had a schedule, or we played, say for instance we played Destiny 2, your favorite game, and you wanted to get on the leaderboard, right? There would be almost no way for you to play like 10,000 games, or like you know, play like 2,000 hours by yourself. You could do it if you were a hardcore gamer like me, but you're not a marathon gamer. You're like one of those gamers that gets drowsy and goes to sleep and shit. You're like what I like to call like a softcore gamer. So what I'm trying to say is that, like, okay, if I had your help, say like in Destiny 1, I already made it to top 1% in kills and assists. But if I would have had your help, and then when I would play for 12 hours, say for instance I played every night, because I'm a night person, from 6 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning. And then at 6 o'clock in the morning I handed the controller off to you, and then you put in your 12 hours of service to the game. But only one of us could take credit for the game. So you would be like doing work for me, and you wouldn't be able to take any credit for any of the games that you played. How would you feel about that? Say for instance I had 90,000 kills and you had 90,000 kills. That's double our scores on it. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm just trying to tell you what people are doing nowadays, because people admit it now. Like, they say, oh, we're playing this account, three dudes are playing on this account, and they're this high on the fucking charts. To get to be 11th in the world in Call of Duty Extinction, I have to do a 3-day gaming bench and almost die. That's what gaming is to me. And now they have all that scary shit where you fall out and die from playing too much. So I had to cool it, man, because I could go down. So, I mean, my schedule's open now, buddy. Like, I don't have to work on my major this semester, so all I have to worry about is playing zombies and doing these classes. So I'm using my imagination and pretending like I'm young again and making it down and shit. I was using my imagination. You were crazy. I was imagining that I was a global superstar. But I was a fake though, I was a fraud. I was exposed as being a cheater. How would you feel about that? And I lost my status from PlayStation Network. See, PlayStation could have been good to me and the rest of us who play GoldenEye 007. They could have made a badass GoldenEye 007. Like, they could have even made a greatest hits and like redid the GoldenEye Reloaded and called it GoldenEye Reloaded Part 2 or some shit. But no, they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that because they know if they did, they would take sales away from Call of Duty and Destiny and all that shit. So they wanted Destiny to be all big. You think they're gonna put out another first-person shooter that would probably could compete with that one? Destiny wasn't even, it was like no one knew what the hell. It was all brand new. I would have much rather play the other game. So who knows, man? Who knows? They actually did make a game and they were gonna put it on the computer and it didn't happen. So people already know about it. So if they come out with Bond, I'm definitely become a global superstar. Like overnight. If I would have got the game on Christmas, like Hambone and everything else, then I could have probably had more kills, but or I could have probably had more wins. I could have had like, instead of being 12th in the world in wins, I could have been like 6 or 7. Yo, you're not coming to my stream, man. That's another reason I gotta cut you off, man.
I am.
Dude, I had the best game of my life last night. I got to I'm on level 13 right now. I'm trying to beat my record of 27. If I wanted to be the best on fucking Destiny 2, I could, but I don't, that game doesn't make me want to put in the effort to do so, man. I mean, fucking, like, what the fuck, man? I don't want to spend all my time playing Destiny 2 when I could be experiencing all the other shit PlayStation has to offer. But I forget I actually bought all this shit though. Like I actually bought like 120 games. Like I spent my damn own money on it. Like I have less money in the bank because I purchased all this shit. I was gonna step into virtual reality, but I'm gonna wait on it. Wait till they perfect it a little bit. And you never had a chance in zombies, because you never had any of the good stuff, really. You know, the upgraded weapons, or the custom loadout, all the perks. I don't know, man. Juan, you just have enough to be the best at one game. You know, like I want to play every game and win. Every shooting game that I play, I have to win. If not, then what's the point? I haven't even decided yet if I'm gonna try to beat the score that beat my score. Like I had a #1, you know, like leaderboard status, and someone took that away from me. I'm #2 now, and I don't know if I could beat my old score by 1.5 million points. And if I start trying it, then that won't stop, and I'll be obsessed about it. And who knows if that's even possible? Like you gotta get like 286 headshots in a row combo. Then you gotta do all the little finding bonuses for reload. Shoot the magic shit. There's another game you're slipping on, man. Oh man, I'm gonna have to find some new friends, man. I used to have friends that were like top 10 in the world, man. You were at a professional level at one point, man. What happened to you? Even with your controller is outdated. I think I'm gonna keep it real with the controller, man. I'm not gonna give up on it yet. I'm thinking about getting a scuff controller. Oh, the fuck is it about? I haven't even looked them up.
Called scuff bangers now.
If I had the money, I already know what I would buy. I was gonna get it. I was all set up to order it. And I had all this expenses at school and shit. I had to spend the money that I was gonna use to buy the professional keyboard, and we're talking like $500. That doesn't even include a mouse. And I was gonna settle for the Keymander, and that was a bad idea. Someone talked me out of that. Pretty much I need $300 for the Zim 4. Boom, buy that. Then you gotta spend another $179.99 on the speed pad, which is like a smaller keyboard with like a hand rest and like customized bullets or some shit. I don't know, a whole bunch of secretive shit that makes you better at the game all of a sudden. And then they have customized mouses. Like, you press like one little button, and it makes your sniper shots faster. Pretty much all you do is like move the mouse and hit the button, and the whole thing does the rest for you. I used to be on the. I used to have the best team for zombies. That's why I'm pissed. You won't put. You're such a bitch about zombies. Me, Kenny, Fishy, and what's it say? Deco? Man, we would get to like almost to like. I think it was like 40 or 50. I think by himself he got to level 120. You always have people that are like bitches about playing zombies. But the zombies fuck you up. Act like a little bitch in public and shit. So pissed. Fucking him up. Damn, it's just getting crazy, man. That's why I need your help. I don't even have an upgraded weapon yet. Man, I'm around 19, I'm 18, I'm bleeding out.
Stand up, soldier. I'll cover you next time.
Man, I don't have enough jolts, man. I was banking last night. I had like 50,000 jolts, man. I didn't have enough to buy armor.
can.
Oh, it's just going down right now in the 18th round, man.
Stand up, soldier. I'll cover you next time.
I can't afford. Why don't they give me money for? Dude, I'm gonna have to tell these guys in the night. I don't have money for armor. I can't believe they can't see it. I'm too poor to buy armor. Round 19. I'm getting up, we're gonna make it.
Stand up, soldier. I'll cover you next time.
Round 19, man. I'm gonna get to round 20 at least. Out, man. I took out 5. You know that big buff dude that was hard to kill? Oh shit, there he is. I'm messed up.
I'll cover you next time.
Dude, she caught me. Cucumber. She's like, oh, you're gonna end up in the hospital doing that. I was like, no, I'm fine. It's like, bullshit. Oh, yeah.
I made it to round 20. I think we're done. I think round 20 my kills.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
What's up?
Who are you?
I'm good.
I'm doing good. That's good. Record full?
Yeah.
Yeah? Right.
What?
The medication I'm taking, it's working really good. It's Seroquel.
Yeah, Seroquel's good.
Really good. It puts me out within 30 minutes, and then I get up, and it gives me like 8 hours of sleep and wakes me up at 7.
Yeah, it's good to make you in a good mood so you don't get into all this psychotic.
I have no depression at all.
Yeah, some drugs work for some people, some don't. So.
Have you tried it? Did it work for you?
I used to take Seroquel and all the time, but they used to give me 800 milligrams a day and knock me out with it.
Yeah, I don't.
How many milligrams you take? 25 milligrams?
I don't know, but it knocks me out within 30 minutes.
What milligrams is it? 50 milligrams?
I'm looking right now. He's giving me 25 milligrams.
Oh,
25.
Yeah, that's good for you. That's good.
It's working. It works fine. Yeah, I don't need anything higher.
They used to give me 800 milligrams.
800?
Yeah, a day.
Yeah, that must knock you out. Yeah, this one is just supposed to sit within 30 minutes. I'm out. They take my gabapentin too with it, and I'm out.
No, they do that to some people. They over medicate them, so they'll be all messed up.
Yeah, this doctor doesn't like to over-medicate his patients.
No, some people need to be over-medicated. Some people that have like a minor disability, like depression or like a mood stabilization or depression. Even people who are bipolar or even schizophrenics that like have no control over their mind and they flip out, they give them Seroquel.
So they need probably a higher milligram.
They have like a 400 milligram pill.
Gee whiz, that's high.
I don't need to take that anymore because I don't have that illness.
Yeah, but you still take your other depression.
I just take Wellbutrin, so that's for smoking. That's for my quitting smoking.
Is it? My brother said he takes Wellbutrin too for depression. The doctor gave him Wellbutrin.
And it has a chemical in it that makes you quit smoking cigarettes.
Oh, because he said he stopped quitting weed.
Yeah, cigarettes.
Yeah, that's why.
I quit. How do you think I quit cigarettes? By miracle?
But isn't Wellbutrin an antidepressant also?
Mom, I'm an expert in pharmaceuticals, Mom. I know my stuff, okay? And Wellbutrin is for seasonal depression and or clinical depression.
Oh, well, he said he's taking Wellbutrin.
Wellbutrin for some is the best one because it's a small what do you call it? It's a small upper. It's a small stimulant. Wellbutrin. So that's why it makes you happy because it gives you like a little stimulation. And it stimulates your mind a little bit, and then you get happy in that mode. Yeah. So it's pretty good. I'm taking 4 classes right now. I didn't get into my 5th class yet because I just got approved for it, and then the class is full. You know the class I failed 3 times. They're gonna let me take it for the 4th time. My last chance. I might not get in it this semester because I was too late and I didn't register and the class is full. So, but I'm taking 4 other classes, and if that happens, then I'm gonna take another class for my degree. But I'm taking a lot of like cool classes. I'm taking electives in humanities. Like I'm taking criminology, I'm taking Arabic, I'm taking nutrition, and I'm taking rock and roll history. So after I finish all this, I'm gonna have to wait till this semester next year to take my welding class. I was supposed to graduate next semester and be done with everything, and now if I don't get into this class this semester, I'll have to wait till next time this year. They don't have it every semester. It only comes around once a year.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So.
good.
No, it's not good because I planned on having my degree so I could go get a job so that they could start giving me money. So that's gonna prolong that for like a year. But I still have to take math. I still have to pass math and English. So I'm actually good. I have a lot of studying to do. But I remember I told you I made the dean's list. I'm on the honor roll. I could be in the honors classes if I want, but I just decided not to. I could if I wanted to, but
Why don't you want to?
I just want to finish and get a welding job. That's for people who want to get a scholarship and go to like UCLA and get a master's degree in psychology or something. Junior college is just like regular college anyways, it's just cheaper. And then they still charge me like $1,500 a month. I mean a semester. If I didn't have financial aid, I would have had to pay $1,100. The whole degree costs $11,000.
$11,000?
Yeah. You know that, yeah, duh. What do you think people do? A regular college like UCLA is like $30,000, but you know that one college they advertise in El Cajon, it says Summit College, and it says welding right there on Main Street. Right there on Main Street. You never seen that picture? Ask Nathan if you've seen it. There's a big ass billboard right there. How could you miss it?
On Main Street?
Anyways, Mom, there's in El Cajon, there's a college there, and there's also one in Santa Ana, and there's also one in Colton, and it's a school for welding, air conditioning, electrician, and a bunch of other shit. And I looked it up to see how much it would cost me to go there, and it cost $11,000 without any help. So if Nathan wanted to do that, he could probably get help. If he wanted to go, like, he said he wanted to do air conditioning. I don't know how he would get financial aid, but